There are no such things as UFOs. I mean, all this talk about people from outer space is ridiculous. Those people who claim they've seen flying saucers must be absolutely crazy. I mean, after all, the government looked into it, the Air Force looked into it, scientists have looked into it. They've investigated over 30,000 sightings and found it was just nonsense, total nonsense. I've looked, and believe me, I saw nothing strange.
It's the Smothers Brothers Comedy Hour with guest stars David Frye, the Righteous Brothers, Lee French, special guest star Glen Campbell, the Jimmy Joy Singers, the Ron Poindexter Dancers, and Nelson Riddle and his orchestra.
What do you think of the clinical proof that McLean's gets teeth whiter?
I've got the proof I need.
I've got the proof I need.
You say there's proof?
Clinical proof. A major dental clinic tested the leading brands that promise whiter teeth, and McLean's got them their whitest.
Now I've got the proof I need.
McLean's has all kinds of proof about whiter teeth. Regular McLean's and cool spearmint McLean's.
I came back to Brill Cream. I tried another hairdressing, but I didn't like the way my hair looked. So I came back to that little dab of Brill Cream, because at least my hair looking natural. We all came back to Brill Cream.
And we're glad they did.
Brill Cream, best-selling hairdressing in the world.
From Television City in Hollywood, ladies and gentlemen, meet the Smothers Brothers.
Quanto sogno che perciò vede, famma dormire, abbracciato un poco per te. Ue Marie, quanto sogno che perciò
very responsive.
They were just very
beautiful.
good. And you were beautiful, too. I mean, the singing, you sang really good.
I felt good tonight.
You know, you really sang good.
I felt good.
I mean, I can sing, too, but I don't want to take anything to detract from your singing, but you sang really great.
Thank you.
And your bass playing, superb.
Thank you. Thank you.
I can play that stuff on the guitar, but it doesn't make any difference because you are a good bass player. You sing good and you play good bass.
Thank you very much for your compliments. I do detect sort of a note of jealousy, though. You know, that's all right. Ladies and gentlemen, we think we have a fine show. We think we have an excellent show lined up for you this evening. We've got a lot of fine performers.
Dick,
what?
Did you say that I was jealous?
Yeah, I sort of threw that out.
me jealous?
Yeah. We have a fine show. As you saw in opening credits, we have...
Jealous? Me? I'm jealous? Tommy Smothers jealous of Dickie Smothers? Ho, 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 ho. Boy, that's gonna be a great remark. Me jealous of you. That's That's as clever as some of the witty, clever, far-out things that I just whip off the top of my head sometimes for funny laughs.
But it's true.
Be jealous.
Anyway, as I said, yes, we do have a fine show, if we'd ever get to it. We do have a fine show if we ever get to it.
You're the one that's jealous.
You crazy?
I think that you're
Well,
the one
there
that's
is a
jealous.
tone. There's a little note of truth in what you said.
You are
See,
jealous.
many years ago, Tommy, when we first started out, I was jealous of you. There was a little bit of sibling jealousy.
That's what
You
I
know,
thought.
you
I thought
got
that.
all the laughs. You played the great guitar and you
Yeah.
sang, and all I did was stand in the background, sing my tenor parts, and play the bass. But
Yeah, I figured you were
but
jealous.
I haven't been jealous for a long time because of you.
How'd you overcome that?
Oh, it's easy, Tom. See, you haven't got a laugh for 3 years. Anyway, as I
You
said,
are jealous. I can figure that out. Obviously, by that I'm saying you are jealous of me.
No, Tom.
You're jealous, but absolutely, there's no reason for you to be jealous of me.
I'm not jealous.
Because, I mean, you are a straight man, and you play bass and everything like that, and you are my brother, and I can see why you would be jealous, but there's no reason to be jealous.
Oh, thank
because
you.
you are a straight man and a bass player and a singer.
Yes, that's what I am.
I'm an actor.
What?
An actor, a thespian.
Oh, an actor, a thespian. What do you mean you're an actor?
Well, more than anything, to anybody out there that is that's watching the show that's on the Academy Award Sciences thing, I am up for a Academy Award.
You mean you won an Oscar?
I won an Oscar more than anything.
Do you know what an Oscar signifies?
Of course I know it is. I'm an actor.
What does an Oscar signify?
It signifies the finest achievement in acting for
That's
the year.
right.
And I certainly
So what
won.
makes you think you'd be up for one, Tommy?
You're a fascist. Because exactly what
What have you ever done? What have you done?
I'm in the midst. You probably
I'm over here. Yes, I'm over here.
You don't even know. See, I'm doing.
Are you working right now? And
Yes, in a Shakespeare play.
What?
Othello. Kind of turned your water right off, didn't I? Othello, right? I'm an actor.
I thought you were more the Macbeth type.
No, Othello.
Othello, huh?
Yes.
Well, where are you working on this?
I'm in rehearsals now for Othello.
Yeah, where
the lead in Othello.
where are you working on it? I mean, where's the production?
Don't you think that I'm Othello?
I believe you. I believe you. Anything you say, I believe. Where are you going to do Othello?
You don't think that I'm going to be Othello?
I think you are. You're really a good Othello. Where are you going to do it? You going to do it in a trailer park or what? I mean, so you get out quick. You know, one of those things.
I am doing Othello.
Where?
Las Vegas.
I speak up. I can't hear you. Where?
I said I was doing it in Las Vegas.
Las Vegas? What kind of production is that?
Oh, it's topless.
All right.
Topless Othello.
Tommy, do you have any conception what it takes to be an actor? An actor, a thespian, has to be able to move the audience
course
to
I
tears,
know.
to laughter, to move them any way he wants to with a flick of an eyelash, anything.
I are an actor. So of course
Okay,
I know
let's
what
see
it
you
is.
do it. Okay, you're an actor, right?
Yes.
Okay, let's see you. Hate, love, greed, envy, desire, fear, excitement. Fantastic, Tommy. That is the greatest display of acting I have ever seen. You moved everybody. They went this way, they went that way with every nuance. Tommy, that's fantastic. Did you realize that in a few weeks we're going to get thousands of letters from the people in their television sets watching us, and they're going to say, by gosh, he's a fraud. He stinks. He's the worst actor they've ever seen in their life, and they're never going to watch you get. I've exposed you. I'm so proud. I exposed my brother's fraud in front of 12 Nielsen families. I myself. Fantastic. Did you realize? Do you know how good an actor you are? My bass is a better actor, and it just sits there. Fact is, I sing 50 times better than you ever thought of acting. Oh, you are the worst excuse of an actor I have ever seen.
You better just watch.
Hold that. Don't move. Look at that. Look at that emotion. That is the greatest jealousy I have ever seen. I said, hold it. Quanto sogno che perciò pei. Find the key. Te. You can't even play the guitar. hold that. That's beautiful.
I can't hold it anymore.
For a guitar player, you're a great actor. Quanto sogno che perciò per te. It's hard to sing this way. Under me, way Marie, way Marie.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen,
Wait a minute.
You know, Hubert Humphrey-
Tommy, I think I better do the introduction. They seem to be my audience, you know. Ladies and gentlemen, Hubert Humphrey is going back to teaching at the University of Minnesota. What his course might be like is anybody's guess. But with that in mind, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to present David Frye with his impression of the Hubert Humphrey Classroom of the Air, Politics for a Contemporary Society.
Good afternoon, students. I want to say that I am proud as punch to be here. And I don't mind saying that this is going to be a lecture of joy. I know that each and every one of you is interested in becoming a politician. And our lecture this week deals with techniques bridging the generation gap. Therefore, I present my lecture to you, Conversational Hip. Now for our first word, groovy to groove. Now, the act of grooving. To groove, of course, is to feel ecstatic or joyful. For example, see Dick. Now, see Dick groove. Now, see Jane. Now, see Jane groove. Now, see Dick and Jane groove. No, we'll do that. We'll do that next week after we learn the words freak and sing. Now, because you've been so good, we're going to hear a few words from one of our most outstanding pupils. A man who realizes, or at least he did realize, if he didn't, he realizes it now, if he didn't then, the importance of communication with the younger generation.
My fellow Americans, I come to you with a heavy head. Tonight I do not want to rap to you about the big bummer of Southeast Asia. I do not wish to say anything that might blow our gig in Paris. I do not want to speak to you tonight as a former president or as a politician. I want to be able to talk to you all cat to cat. Now dig. Last night, my old lady and I were really bugged. So I said to her, listen, old lady bird, why don't we turn on the stereo? We grooved with the Iron Butterfly for a while. I flipped out and she freaked. Then we juiced for a while and scarfed some brownies and crashed. Anyway, closing, I hope from here on out we can bring our country a much hipper trip through a joint effort.
Well, that's an odd way for him to leave. Usually gives me 5. Well, that's it for now. Next week, we're going to get into cop-outs and put-downs. And I would just like to say this. In reply to Mayor Daley of Chicago, I would just like to say this.
Just about to send the Coast Guard after you. What happened?
Would you believe 1 flat and 2 detours? Oh, boy. The big opening's tomorrow, huh?
Yeah. Takes some doing, but we'll be ready.
I think I'm ready for another cigarette.
Oh?
Tastes hot.
Ever smoked these?
Cools? No, but I think I'm about to.
Come up to the cool taste. Taste extra coolness every time you smoke.
See you next week, Charlie.
Yeah, good luck on your opening. Say, could I borrow another one of those cigarettes? They really taste cool.
Come up to the cool taste.
Try Cools, king size or long size. Both have the same taste of extra coolness. Cool Filter Kings, Cool Filter Longs. 2 sizes, 1 taste. The cool taste.
Oh boy, does my brother Dick Smothers has a real treat for all you people because he's trying to broaden our act to make it more acceptable in all kinds of areas, and he's been practicing on impersonations. So to start our show, you know, he promised to do some imitations of some people we all know, and I'm supposed to guess who it is. This is kind of a fun thing for us to do. He's going to come out and impersonate, and I'm supposed to guess who it is. So this will be fun. Come on out, Dickie Smothers, whoever you are.
Hey.
That's beautiful. Hey, wait. Don't tell me who it is. Dickie, let's see, you really look good.
Thank you, Tom. I've really been practicing to get him down good.
You even sound like him.
Well, thank you, Tom. I've been working on it.
You're even taller.
Yeah.
You wearing heels?
Yeah.
That's fantastic. Now let me see, who could it be? Absolutely fantastic, Dick. That's the greatest Joe Palooka I've ever seen in my life. Ladies and gentlemen, Glen Campbell.
Galveston, oh Galveston, I still hear your sea winds blowing. I still see her dark eyes glowing. She was 21 when I left Galveston. Galveston, oh Galveston, I still hear your sea waves crashing while I watch the cannons flashing. I clean my gun and dream of Galveston. I still see her standing by the water, standing there looking out to sea. And is she waiting there for me on the beach where we used to run? Galveston, oh Galveston, I am so afraid of dying. Before I dry the tears she's crying, before I watch your seabirds flying in the sun at Galveston, at Galveston. You're not a queen, you're not an angel, you're a woman. I'm not a king, I'm a man. Take my hand. We'll make a space in the life that we planned. And here I'll stay until it's time for me to go. Though we're different worlds apart, we're not the same. We laughed and played at the start like in a game. You could have stayed outside my heart, but in you came. So here I'll stay until it's time for me to go. Don't ask why. Don't ask how. Don't ask forever of me. Just love me now. This love of mine has no beginning, it has no end. I was an oak, now I'm a willow, I can bend. And though I'll never in my life see you again, but here I'll stay until it's time for me to go. My life see you again. So here I'll stay until it's time for me to go.
Excedrin headache number 110. The night owl.
What have you got in bed with you?
It's a Boeing 707. It just came in down at Schachter's
Oh,
store. And
last night it was the toaster. Crumbs all over the bed.
Look at that scale. Isn't that fabulous?
Oh, Elliot, get that airplane out of bed.
Rhoda, please go to sleep.
Ow! The propeller.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Get me that green bottle.
Excedrin?
I have an Excedrin headache.
The modern Excedrin formula gives you quick relief, long-lasting relief, a tension reliever to relax you, an antidepressant to help restore your spirits. 4 ingredients, not just 1 or 2. That's Excedrin, the extra-strength pain reliever.
Announcing the body tranquilizer, the warm, relaxing, soft-teak bath. Calms you inside, softens you outside. No other tranquilizer can make that statement. Soft-teak.
The Smothers Brothers Corporation presents a SBC report. The California earthquake.
Here in California and all over the country, the one thing that's on everybody's mind is the great California earthquake. Everybody's expecting it, but they don't know when it's going to be. Now, in order to find out how some people are going to deal with this problem of a natural disaster, we took a long look along the San Andreas Fault in suburban California. Now, this suburban housewife is one of many who lives in a house along the San Andreas Fault. Pardon me, ma'am.
Wondered why that camera was there.
I'm Dick Smothers.
I know who you are. I remember. You're the dumb one, aren't you? Oh, you know what? Oh, I love you two guys, and you know what I love? I love best when you say, very interesting. You guys are a riot. You really are.
Thank you, Mrs. Griffiths. You're very perceptive.
Well, thank you.
I'd like to ask you a question, ma'am. Now, do you Okay, now, do you... Just listen, please.
Okay.
Do you expect any disasters in California this year?
Oh, no, not in our neighborhood. We already have 2 Negro families on the block. Yes, we're very fortunate. Our whole school is completely integrated now. We have 9 Negro
you don't
kids.
understand. Please, I'm talking about a natural disaster.
Oh, you mean Arnie? Oh, he's really a good boy. He really is. Arnie, don't point that cannon at Mommy. It makes her nervous. You go out and play with the dog now. I tell you, if that dog runs away again, he's gonna want another one. Boy, I hope I have enough stamps saved.
Now, what about the earthquake?
Oh, you know what? I should tell you this. You'll love this. Do you know that I have the biggest collection of stamps in our entire neighborhood?
No, I didn't know
sure
that.
do. I'm the champion stamp licker.
Wow.
I love to lick the glue off the backs, you know. You know something? I think they put something in the glue on the backs there so you want more.
Mrs.
Stamps,
Gribbets.
that is.
Yes, stamps. I understand.
Yeah.
Mrs. Gribbets,
Oh,
we have
my
something very important to talk about.
What's more important than stamps?
The Great California Earthquake.
Oh, I just love that. You know, when Clark Gable and Jeanette MacDonald are out there singing in the ruins, San Francisco. Oh, aren't earthquakes romantic? Oh, I love Clark Gable.
Mrs. Gribbets, are you aware of the fact that a major earthquake might happen at any moment?
Here?
Yes, here.
You mean a real earthquake? I mean, with me right here with mudslides and tidal waves and all that earth opens up in volcanoes and all that stuff? Oh, I'd die. I'd die! What a romantic way to go, though. That's not going to happen anyway. But you know what? I was just thinking of something funny. You made me think of something very funny
Well,
right
what is that,
then.
Mrs. Gribbets?
Well, my husband's out of town right now on a fishing trip. And do you realize if there was an earthquake and he came home and found California missing, boy, would old Arnie get a spanking. I'd love to see that. Oh, Mommy's just kidding, Arnie, really. You go
Okay.
out and play now.
Okay, thank you very much, Mrs.
Oh,
Gribbets.
come
Thank
back
you very
again
much.
sometime.
My pleasure. And thank you too, Arnie.
Bye.
Bye now. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the Smothers Brothers Earthquake Report. And this is Dick Smothers returning you to our studios. We'll be back in a few weeks with another earth-shaking public service report.
You know, Lee French is too much. But you know something? What I was doing the past couple of weeks, if anybody noticed, that I've been doing this looking up in the air thing, where I'd stand like this, and my brother come out, and he'd look up in the air. It was the old looking up in the air gag. He's really a dummy, man. He always falls for things. But tonight, something's. You know what I have in my hand? You know what? It's a piece of gum, but it's not ordinary gum. It's hot gum. And in case you don't know what hot gum does to you, I got a picture of a guy. The last time I laid some hot gum on a cat, this is what he looked like. He never hangs around me anymore at all. He fell for the old looking up in the air gag, too. See, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to give Dick this stick of hot gum, and we can watch him literally burn up because he's really...
Tommy, you're not going to get me to fall for that stupid looking up in the air gag. Let's just go on with the show.
You're too bright for that.
Our next guest.
Nice night for a piece of gum. What? I said it was a nice night for a piece of gum.
Oh, I hadn't really thought about it, but I have my own gum, Tommy. I got a whole pack of gum here.
Yeah, but that isn't opened. Here, why don't you have a piece of gum from me?
No, thanks, Tom. I could wait. Anyway, ladies and
sure you
gentlemen,
don't want a piece of gum?
No,
It's
thanks.
nice.
Later on. Ladies and gentlemen.
Take my gum.
What's the matter with you?
It's from your brother, and I love you, and you wouldn't. Here, it's already open. My goodness, you wouldn't want to waste that. Think of the people in China don't have any gum.
Okay. Thank you very much, Tommy. I really enjoy, chewing gum. Our next guest.
Bring out the water hoses! Old dumb Bulbous here just fell for the old fire-eating act!
matter with you?
I think I just broke my laugher. How about some hot sauce to wipe and wash it down, huh?
I don't know what you're talking
Boy,
about.
has stupidity no ending.
What's the matter?
Do you notice anything different with that gum? Huh? Huh?
No, it's really great gum. Thanks a lot. This is the best gum I've had in a long time. That's a brother. You always count on your brother to do you a favor, you know.
It is the
it's
best.
a really nice thing.
It is a piece of best.
Oh, gee, have a piece of my gum, Tom. Here, Here, you have a piece of my gum. I just want to eat gum all by myself. Here, I'll open it for you.
I'll have my own gum. What if I don't have any more gum?
I'll have some of mine. It's okay. Boy, that's good gum. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I got it. Why don't you introduce the act, Tommy? You go ahead and introduce him.
I don't understand why it failed. It's never failed before.
My old brother fell for the oldest gag in the world, the old pucker gum gag. Ladies and gentlemen, a little blue-eyed soul, Jimmy Walker and Bobby Hatfield, the Righteous Brothers. Let's hear it. Hey.
Thank you. Thank you. We'd like to do a medley of songs by the #1 soul team in the whole wide world, Sam and Dave. Didn't have to love me like you did, but you did, but you did. And I thank you. You didn't have to hold me like you did, but you did, but you did. And I thank you. All my life I've been shortchanged. Without your love, baby, it's a crying shame. Now I know what they're talking about when they say that you're doing wrong. Thank you. Coming to you on a dusty road. Good loving, I got a truckload. And when you get it, you got something. So don't worry, 'cause I'm coming. I'm a soul man. I'm a soul man. I'm a soul man. Go out a rope and I'll pull you in. I'll give you hope and be your only boyfriend. Yeah, yeah. When something is wrong with my baby, something is wrong with me. When something is wrong with my baby, something is wrong with me. We've been through so much together. Lord, we live as one. That's what makes it so much better. When something is wrong with my baby, something is wrong. But don't you ever feel sad. You got to lean on me when the times are bad. And the day comes when you're down in a river of trouble and about to drown. Hold on, 'cause I'm coming. Yeah, hold on, I'm coming. You got to hold on.
We'll be right back with Glen Campbell, David Frye, Righteous Brothers, and Lee French on the second half of the Smothers Comedy Brothers Hour.
If you could put Tareyton's charcoal filter on your cigarette, if you could put Tareyton's charcoal filter on your cigarette, you'd have a better tasting cigarette. Of course, we can't guarantee it'd smoke as smooth as a Tareyton. Face it, if you want your cigarette to smoke as smooth as a Tareyton, it'll just have to be a Tareyton with the activated charcoal filter.
That's why us Tareyton smokers would rather fight than switch.
Doesn't even know. Ladies and gentlemen, President Nixon has just come back from a triumphant tour of Europe.
And tonight,
Isn't that
with
right,
the
Tom?
that's right, he has come back from a triumphant tour of Europe. That's what it is. And
All
tonight,
right.
with the help of David Frye, we like to show segments of 3 of his key visits:
That's right.
England, France, and Rome.
My favorite people. And you are my favorite people. Make no mistake about that. I have come to Europe primarily, of course, to see England. And I want to reassure you people. And I want to make it very clear that not one word of what Prime Minister Wilson tells me will ever get back to President de Gaulle. Now, before I leave you to go on to less important areas, I want to say that I have had some criticism lately that my past few months in office have been, shall we say, uneventful. Well, let me just say this about that, and let me make this very, very clear to everybody here tonight. There is a very good reason for this. We haven't been doing anything yet. May's me favorites. And make no mistake about it, you are my favorite amis. This, of course, is the highlight of my trip to Europe. Make no mistake about that. I just had a meeting with Charles de Gaulle, and we discussed in length everything Prime Minister Wilson told me in England. Now, some of you wonderful French people are probably asking yourself this question, as I am asking myself this question. What has Richard Nixon done since he took office? I'm glad you asked me that question. Now, let me just say this, and may I attempt to answer that, and I want to be crystal clear about it as I am about the rest of my answers. I have already started to coordinate Mr. Johnson's final act in office with my first act. Mr. Johnson's final act, as you all know, was to remove the barbecue pit from the master bedroom. My first act, of course, is to remove the barbecue sauce off the sheets, the walls, the rugs, the ventilations. I have put Spiro Agnew completely in charge of that project. Friends, Romans, countrymen, and I feel like you are my countrymen. I come to this country because, as far as I'm concerned, all roads lead to Rome. Now, before I say ciao, and make no mistake about it, I will say ciao. I know what you are wondering. What am I here for? I, of course, am wondering that too. Well, aside from the fact that you are my favorite people, and make no mistake about that, you are my favorite people, the main reason, let me make this very clear, the main reason I'm here is that, and I want to make this, of course, pizza clear to all of you people. A little funny of my own, I hope you enjoy it. Now, let me, of course, say this. This morning I had a meeting with His Holiness, the Pope. We talked about, of course, naturally, what I said to de Gaulle and Wilson. Usually everything I say, including what I'm saying to you here now, is a closed-mouth secret. But I didn't want to tell him anything. But there's something about that man that just makes you want to confess.
you got your bass there, huh? That was pretty good.
Once again, congratulations on your show. You know,
Thank you,
it seems like I see you on all the time. I see you on your show, on Joey Bishop's show, Dean Martin's show, Hollywood Palace, and John Wayne movies, exciting John Wayne movies.
It's fun.
And you're everywhere. You ought to write a song about it.
Yeah, well, you know, from doing all the shows, there's a lot of shows are fun to do, and
A lot of the other ones.
a lot of
are
them
fun,
are
aren't
work,
they?
yeah. And but when the executive producer of your show calls you to do his show, then it's good politics to go do their shows.
You're just a funny guy. Too bad no one's laughing with us. You did write a song.
I did write a song, Tom.
He
It's
wrote a
called
great song.
A Little Less of Me.
It's a beautiful song. Why don't you kick it off?
Let me be a little kinder, let me be a little blinder to the faults of those about me. Let me praise a little more. Let me be when I am weary, just a little bit more cheery. Think a little more of others and a little less of me. Let me be a little braver when temptation bids me waver. Let me strive a little harder to be all that I should be. Let me be a little meeker with my brother that is weaker. Think a little more of others and a little less of me. Let me be when I am weary, just a little bit more cheery. Let me serve a little better those that I am striving for. Let me be a little meeker with my brother that is weaker. Think a little more of others and a little less of me. Think a little more of others and a little less of me.
The party's over. It's time to call it a day. They've burst your pretty balloon and taken the moon away.
If this poor soul owned a Whirlpool refrigerator with an automatic ice maker, he could have started his party with up to 500 ice cubes. But he doesn't own one. So for him, the party is over.
It's all over, my friend.
Ladies and gentlemen, a museum is one of the most unique places a person can visit. You can see great works of art, stand in the presence of thousands of years of history, and it's one of the great cultural centers of the community.
That's right, Dick. And one of the most boring places in the world. So in order to get the people off the street and back into the museums where they belong, we now present the Smothers Brothers Museum of the Arts.
Now here, ladies and gentlemen, you see a photograph of a Greyhound bus blown up to actual life size by artist Mason Williams.
How long did it take him?
Excuse me?
How long did it take him?
Oh, will you please move to the back of the photograph?
I know exactly what it is. It's the filthiest exhibition I've ever seen. Now, come on this way.
My girdle's killing me.
Well, you've seen some famous busts today. You've seen Lincoln, Washington, Bach, turn on, and you just saw the most famous, which is Beethoven. Oh, as a special surprise, ladies and gentlemen, look right over there and see a man in the actual process of making a bust.
All right, Mac, get your hands up against the wall.
Wow, what a relief.
What's that?
Oh, that's, I would say that's Washington crossing the Delaware.
Oh. Oh, look at that one.
Yeah, that's really something. That really is, honey. You know what that is? That's a pencil. A giant pencil. Look at the detail on it, down to the tip of the lead. I mean, that's an exact duplication 15 times of a normal-sized pencil.
Wow. That's beautiful. Oh,
Yeah.
look at this one, Bernard.
Sure, honey. The artist had in mind the hang-ups of life. So they got, it says it. It's mind-blowing.
You really know a lot, Bernard.
Yeah, I was born with it. I just am knowledgeable about artistic things. The window of light. It works because the window of light keeps moving back and forth. That we know there's more hope in the light of the window outside.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense.
That's interesting. Look at that.
Yeah.
That really says it. It really says it.
What?
It's a symbolic message. A symbolic message in life. It says the key no longer fits the situation because things have kept growing and growing.
Oh, Bernard, you're wonderful.
Well, I've studied a lot of art and I have a lot of intuitive feelings. Now, this is it. This is it. That has symbolism and it has truth in it. Now, I've been around and know about art. That means that it's our last ray of hope. And that somewhere there's sunshine and light, a guiding light in life. That means a guiding light.
I'm sorry, folks. We're closing this section here now.
Sure.
Her girdle's killing me.
Now, that's the first thing in this museum I understand.
Yeah, you're right. I really like that.
This is the last time we're going to play Berkeley.
I have finished, monsieur. I hope you are more satisfied with this one than the one that other artist did for you.
I hope so too, Mr. Lautrec.
Well?
It's a little too loose, Lautrec.
Very interesting. I not know art, but I know what I like, and I don't like that.
This is the year of the sheer. Sheer fashions. Sheer makeup. That's why your skin needs the clear, luminous look Noxzema skin cream can give you. It's greaseless, medicated for a glow that shows through makeup. Noxzema, sheer beautiful.
Now there's a new age, new look that's part of the scene. In famous places, faces look cover girl clean. Clean makeup, cover girl's the one for clean makeup. Looks and feels and stays so clean, like no makeup at all.
Only CoverGirl has clean Noxzema medication. CoverGirl.
Thank you very much. Before we thank our guests for this evening, we'd like to say thank you for this award. Now, this award is, sounds like we're blowing our own horn, but we're really not. This is the first award of its kind ever given, and it's a Lectography Award. And it says, Lectography Award presented at the Smothers Brothers Comedy Hour for consistent, outstanding achievement in the creative use of lectography in television production. And we want to thank all of the people who made this possible for us, right? And particularly our directors, during the past seasons that we've been on. Stan Harris, Sam Gary, Bill Davis, Marty Pasetta, and Tim Kiley. And these directors receive a plaque like this. And we're quite honored and very proud of this award because we have tried not only to be, sometimes people think we're trying to say things more than we're supposed to say, but we've been involved and have been proud to have people who are directors who That's right. really And dig the we media. thought it would be very interesting.
You would never let me say anything.
You said it very well, Tom. But we thought it'd be interesting to show everybody some of the lithography effects that helped us achieve this very fine award. Paulson, what is your opinion of the recent Supreme Court decision regarding the liberalization of obscenity?
Who are we to judge what is? After all, in a mature society, we're more free than the authors and publishers and wash out their mouths with soap.
Little child, have you looked out your window?
That's about what the magic of videotape is, and they have a word for it now. It's not called videotape anymore, it's lectography, right?
Right. And our thanks to Lectography for their award, and our special thanks particularly to our guests tonight, David Frye, the Righteous Brothers, Lee French, and of course, Mr. Glen Campbell.
Yay, We're very much looking forward to our guests next week, because next week we have Peter, Paul, and Mary, Mort Saul, Jennifer.
And our special guest star, Donovan. It's a fantastic show. So,
good night. Good night, everybody.
Thank you.
Also appearing on tonight's show were Billy Barty and Carl Gottlieb. This is Roger Carroll.
Which hand? Here, a cigarette with good, rich flavor. Here, one that's lower in tar than the best-selling Filter King.
It's so hard to choose.
Don't. Now, one cigarette, Pall Mall Gold 100s, gives you both. Newest U.S. government figures show Pall Mall Gold 100s now lower in tar than the best-selling Filter King. Yes, it's longer than king size, yet lower in tar than the best-selling Filter King. Pall Mall Gold. Pall Mall Menthol, too.